resistance.
And you say that there's exchange of fire on almost a daily basis?
Yes, with FARDC, because they are carrying out patrolling along those ridges.
Major Obeid is MONUC's commanding officer on the ground. What does he think is the cause of the fire?
FARDC has reached there, they are there. They might, I'm not sure, they might have come across with Malaysia. They fired those rounds, and now they are burning those bushes which might have been the hideout of that Malaysia.
Congo's fate now lies in the hands of its new army, but FARDC soldiers are constantly accused of human rights abuses, and the evidence all around suggests that something more than bushes might be burning. Modibo Traore runs the United Nations Coordination Office in Ituri. He says that the FARDC represents almost as big a threat to the civilian population as the militias.
They are misbehaving, harassing people, looting things from the population, raping women, and killing even people in different places. And this is a part of the problem also in Ituri.
With night closing in, the mission makes its way back to Bunia. A few kilometers south of Bunia, civilians who fled the area around Aveba listen out for news of home. Some were displaced to this makeshift camp by militia. Others fled FARDC reprisals. This man used to be a school teacher. Now he spends his days tending a tiny plot of land. The war, he says, has left civilians with nowhere to turn.
Effectivement, M. David, nous avons eu peur aussi de la milice et de la FARDC parce que s'exposer à la milice entraîne la mort. Vous tombez entre leurs mains, ils ne doivent pas tarder à vous exécuter, soit disant que c'est vous qui collaborez avec la FARDC. Et vous étiez à bonne relation, c'est-à-dire ça suppose que vous étiez leur traître. C'est vous qui les accusiez à la FARDC. Et de leur tour, la FARDC aussi, vous tombez entre leurs mains dans cette zone rouge, ils vous assimilent aussi à la milice. C'est pourquoi la population a eu peur.
Moi,
Ex-President Mobutu once asked his soldiers why they needed salaries when they had guns, and in this regard, his legacy lives on. The international community has provided money, material and expertise to the FARDC, but the army remains poorly trained, underfunded and badly equipped. For the FARDC in Ituri, a lot of time is spent out in the villages and forests trying to flush out militia members, often indistinguishable from the general population. Back in Bunia, FARDC troops and police units gather for evening parade before heading out on night patrol. Today, the police chief has come to issue a few words of warning to his men.
Okay. Vous êtes là pour sécuriser la population civile et leurs biens. Ok? Ok. Allez-y, commandant, si vous avez un mot.
Measures are afoot to boost the image and morale of the Congolese security forces, but it's not clear to what extent these efforts have been effective. Residents of Bunia still complain that meeting a policeman or soldier after dark will lead to a certain shakedown. The FARDC command acknowledges that some elements of the FARDC have shamed the organisation, but insist that they are getting to grips with the problem.
But some cases which have been put across the FARDC, we could caught these men and punish them. There is a military justice which is so active in Ituri. Here you can go through the prison and you'll see a lot of soldiers which have been accused of being judged and jailed for some cases of raping, harassment of the population.
But despite the best efforts of a handful of committed civil servants, the almost total collapse of the state means that justice in Congo is all too elusive. Laurent Epicini is the director of Bunia prison, which now houses hundreds of criminals, militia members and FARDC soldiers. Epicini says that trying to run the prison with so few resources is a catalogue of one problem after another.
Numéro 1, c'est surpeuplement. Au moment où je le parle, j'en ai 309. Tandis que la capacité de cette prison est de 102.
For Epicini, the list of problems seems endless. The health and nutrition of the prisoners is poor, and those inmates without nearby family members to support them can literally waste away. In the children's cell, prisoners are taking a break from morning school. Why have so many children been imprisoned?
Ils sont là à l'ordre de force, avec des milices, et après, ils ont commis aussi des cas, des exactions, des camps d'assassinat, des détachements de garde, armes de guerre et des viols aussi. Voilà les cas graves commis par...
As a shocking indication of the extent to which the children of Ituri have been brutalized by this conflict, prisoners as young as 10 stand accused of rape. Child soldiers are nothing new in the Congo, and for many militias, the ease with which they can be manipulated makes them perfect recruits. Little chance of a normal childhood in Ituri. In the prison kitchen, women serve up a meal of maize and beans. Many of these prisoners have been here for years waiting trial, but the justice system in Congo only functions to the extent that it's supported by the international community, who pay the salaries of most of these civil servants. But this support is limited, and until the world learns to care about Congo, and until local politicians learn to care about the population, then the Congolese people have little chance of escaping their nightmare.
E jali lo pangota, kashi e jali she.